going on? I think we're live. Anybody watching this in the future, we're going to be cooking some homemade pizza in the van. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a Sunday upload out this week. So in turn, we're going to be doing just a live styled video. We're going to try to do it fast. I'm going to try to keep it semi-fast paced. So if you're watching this in the future, it's still entertaining as not a live stream. But we're getting the live chat pulled up. You see the dog wiggling her tail. And we're just gonna be, whipping up some homemade pizza in the van real quick. First things first, pulling out the cutting board. Oops. What's up, Silverback? Homemade pizza tonight. Where did I put my onion? There it is. Homemade pizza in the van. Starting off by cutting up the veggies. I wonder if I should get the... No, it's alright. We'll get the turkey cooking after we get the veggies cut up. I'm not in a huge rush to get everything done here. So we'll get these cut first, and then I'll use that same knife to open up the turkey. Not be dirtying more knives than I need to be. Might flip on the diesel heater at some point. It's not cold, but it surely is not warm either. It's probably, let's actually put that right there. Probably like mid to low 50s right now. Oh wait, I should probably rinse this off first. I rinsed it onto my clean dishes. What's up, Matter? We're doing a quick cooking stream. I'm going to try to keep it moving as fast as possible, so then we can be under 30 minutes, so then if anybody watches this in the future just as a video, it won't be like an hour of just like diddly dinking around. So we're just going to be doing some pizza in the van real quick. I think that we have some travel plans coming up. I've been feeling super uncertain about traveling lately, and last night when I was scrolling on TikTok, I saw a few videos from other van lifers, all of which kind of relating to how I've been feeling lately, even though they've only, all three of the videos I saw were people that had been in a van for less than a year, and they were just, like, the one video was a girl just crying. Posted a video of herself crying, saying just how she's so burnt out from having to make so many decisions. She said that she was just like losing her mind after having to decide where to park at night, decide where to park during the day, decide where they're going to go long term, where they're traveling to, where I've been feeling that lately too a lot, just feeling uncertain. What's up, Sandy? Beefy, are you full-time traveling? Are you in a van? The E-Ride, I think charging from like 60% to 100% is roughly 2 hours of charging maybe, and it pulls like 900 watts, so it's like running the microwave for like 2 hours. Definitely an issue. I mean, it's not it's an issue, but it's manageable with my setup, my solar setup. But to be honest, I haven't rode that bike hardly at all. I think I tore either my meniscus or my ACL. My knee is pretty well cooked. And that's kind of what's been causing a lot of my indecision in the van. Just feeling like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. On like a small scale of day to day, like I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. And I don't know what I'm doing the next day. I don't know what I'm doing the next week or the next month. I've been trying to wrap my head around, am I going to drive back home to Iowa, the Midwest, where it's cold as heck already and it's only going to get colder, to get surgery or at least look into fixing my knee, whatever that's going to take. Looks like it's probably going to be surgery. And I've just been trying to wrap my head around that. I have to like put some like antifreeze chemicals in my water system, which means I won't be able to do the dishes in the van. Which I'll figure something out. I'll do like a spray bottle setup for, I'll get like spray on soap or something for while I'm there, so I can still do the dishes, but no running water and such. Sandy, appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick one. I don't think, how's it going, MP? I don't think I'm gonna have a video out this Sunday. To be honest, the past 2 weeks I've been like low-key kind of spiraling about trying to decide what to do about my knee, and what to do about travels in general. So that's kind of taken, and then along with that, I've had like no solar power. Pretty much all power that I've had, I've used for streaming, streaming games on my gaming page. Because sadly, that is I have better growth, therefore better income from doing gaming streams than I do from posting van life vlog videos. Like I've talked about before, my van life vlog videos make no money. This channel makes literally no money. So that's why it's tough to justify, and it takes a ton of time to film and edit videos on this channel. So it's tough to put that as a priority, especially when I have limited power to spend a whole day's worth of power editing. When I know that it's not gonna be the most beneficial thing per se for the growth of the socials and incomes and such. So most likely no video this week. I hate to say it. I'm also like kind of going through an uncertainty feeling about my videos on this channel. About like the video I have halfway edited is just like a basic vlog of living in a van in Reno, Nevada, I think is where I was for the next video. But it's like there's nothing special. It's just like I ride the bike, or no, it was in Yuba City, California. I just ride the bike, I go to the gym, I cook some dinner, and I like got halfway through editing it and was like, what is the point? Who wants to watch this shit? I was like, there's no like real objective to the video. It's not like I camped on the world's biggest cliff, or I camped in the unknown city, or like, you know what I mean? There wasn't like a clickbait factor. There wasn't like any like order to the video, or like any reason that anybody should really watch it in general. So I like kind of stopped editing it because I'm like, what am I even doing? Who wants to watch this? I need to like come up with like some direction in my videos. So that's also why there's no video this week, to be completely honest. I kind of slipped into just questioning what am I doing? Yes, sir. Choice fatigue, picked a place. Now I just live in and around the city in my rig. Oh, dang. Yep, I feel you. Thanks for the info. Stop tearing your shit. Yeah, I know. I was joking earlier. I was like, man, it's like, my shoulder, I just finally got to the point, because I tore my labrum riding dirt bikes, and I got surgery on that, and I was literally just hitting the point where I was in the gym starting to push some more weights, and I was like, dude, my shoulder feels awesome. The doctors actually fixed it. And I cooked my knee. I was like, God dang it. Somebody get this guy off a dirt bike. But shit happens. It just be that way. Dude, my eyes are getting cooked right now. So yeah, dude, the decision burnout is so real. So real. So I don't know. That's what I was kind of feeling the same way before I went and got shoulder surgery last time. And then after being home and getting shoulder surgery for a good couple or few months, I felt like revitalized and ready to get back out on the road. So I think maybe it's the world kind of pushing me to have to take a break, and therefore hopefully kind of feel reset after knee surgery and get back on the road and feel stoked to get out there, have a good strong knee for going on some bike rides and hikes. Cassie, you getting antsy, huh? You just dancing? You're just tiptoeing around? Cassie hasn't had dinner yet either. But we got the veggies chopped up. Some green pepper, some onion. Pizza, what's up before awakening? No pepperoni? I guess. What time is it? Oh, it is past time for your din. It is past time for your din. Just wait, let me get the sausage out. We're doing Italian sausage and green pepper and onion pizza is the plan. Got a couple pounds of Italian sausage. Let's go like this real quick. Let's go like that. How's that look on stream? Is that better or worse? To blow my nose real quick. I have been sick for a few days. Sit. You guys want to see the dog? The dog is being pretty forceful about getting her dinner right now. She's been bullying me for about an hour or so. Stay. 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 Hey. Flippy floppy ears. Shit. That's too much dog food. No, you have to stay. Cassie, the vet told me that you're getting a little chubby, so we have to cut back on your dinner. I don't think you're chubby. Back, sit, stay. Oh. Knudsen. Hey, Knudsen. Hey, Knudsen. Thank you very much. Eat. Thank you for the Superman. Much appreciated. Where do we put you here? Should we put you guys? Let's put you over here. Oops. So maybe let's try right here. A bit of a different angle. Switching it up. I just start writing way more casual style. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, totally, man. Beef, I have been pretty slow traveling for quite a while. I have been slowly traveling less and less in the van. Been figuring out that it's nice to get somewhere where you're familiar with and feel like you can have some sort of routine going on. Don't mind the crazy lights hanging. It's only like that for the live stream. It's usually not like that. That is just for some good backlighting. Let's actually go like this. Okay, what do we need to do now? Grab this pan. Get the turkey up on the thing. Van Life Oregon, down in California, Arizona window. Nice, Jeff. Dude, that's the move. That was my plan too, was Southern California and Arizona for the winter up into Oregon. But, change of plans. Heading back to the Midwest. I will watch it. Chill and talk about that, know the feelings. Everything takes time. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that awakening. Yeah. Definitely been just kind of, leaning into what works better. When it comes to what pages and what social medias are making money and getting good views, lean into that while they work. And a lot of times that means that I kind of have to backpedal on the other ones a little bit to make time, especially the biggest things with limited power. In the winter months, don't make like hardly any solar power. So that's a big issue with being able to stream and edit on a regular basis. So I don't know. I'd love to get that figured out eventually. Someday maybe figure out some sort of way to do, I don't know, a slide out solar panel system or something that allows me to make more power regularly, because I've been running my generator pretty much all day every day, and that's not sustainable. That's like I make less money live streaming than it costs me to live stream every day, just with the cost of gasoline and oil changes, let alone the cost of Starlink on top of that. Okay guys, going up. Let's see. Pull up the chat on my phone. The iPad was just dying, waiting for the pan to heat up. Feels like it's just about there. Switch account, Dan's Gaming Van or Dan's Van Life. And then, boom. Pull up to the chat. We got it. Pull up the chat on my phone, the iPad. Oops. Yeah, Sandy, that was kind of my thought too. Originally with the knee injury, I was planning on waiting, riding out the winter, just going down to Southern California, laying low, taking it easy on my knee throughout the whole winter, and waiting for springtime to go back to Iowa to get it fixed, because the winters in the Midwest can be pretty brutal. When I went back to get shoulder surgery during the winter, it broke all sorts of stuff in my plumbing system. So this time I'm going to try to actually water or winterproof the van. But yeah, it makes more sense to go back to the Midwest during the cold months. So then by summertime, I'll be able to hopefully be healed and head up to the mountains and be doing... Watch out. Okay, watch out. Be able to head up to the mountains and be living in the van again, feeling healthy, possibly riding dirt bikes, taking the dog on hikes and such. Theoretically, that should be the move. Okay, let's get the dog some water. You thirsty? You thirsty after dinner, big dog? Or who knows, maybe I'll go back to Iowa and I'll spend the winter in Iowa and I'll think, shit, this ain't too bad. I don't want to buy a house in Iowa instead of live in the van. I've been in this thing for 5 years now, which is absolutely nuts. I don't know how it's been that long already. It should be cool to have a home base, but it's expensive. And I've been seeing some videos and things talking about how apparently the housing market for the first time in like decades might be starting to pause or cool down a little bit. But I don't know, that could have just been clickbait. So I don't know how true that is. So they're saying that maybe it's not a great time to look into buying anything right now. But it'll be good to get back to Iowa and just kind of get some sort of break from the van and a little bit of routine, and possibly live in the van in a couple of the cities that I was thinking about looking for a house in Iowa, to be able to field out what it would really be like to live in the Midwest again, because it's been a long time. I moved out of Iowa, the Midwest, right after high school. So it'd be a pretty big change of life after my whole adult life living in Colorado, and then followed up with living in the van in Colorado and California and cornbread. Whoa, nice, Michael. I don't think I've ever made cornbread. How's it going, Jackie? Thank you again, A. Knudsen. Appreciate that very much. The super chat is greatly appreciated, dude. Okay, let's get the heat cranked up on this. Get her going. Oh, somebody just walked by outside. What are you doing out there? Get off my lawn, you dumb kids. Cassie, what do you want? Go on, get. I don't want you crowding me. You've been crowding me for like an hour. Cassie's been just so clingy today. Towards the end of the live stream, I was sitting in the booth seat over there while playing some games. I kid you not, she was like a parrot. She was literally laying on my shoulder, like laying on top of me, just like whining into my ear. Just being clingy as hell. There we go, she's gonna go lay down for a minute. She's gonna start kicking the pillows around. Oh no, she's just not lay down so nice. Oh. Yeah, I can get cozy. There you go. That's a good dog. But yeah, 5 years in the van. It's cool. There's so many upsides to this that it's hard to consider really turning the page on it in total. But last night, laying in bed, seeing a few of those TikTok videos come up of these people that have lived in the van. Like the one lady was like a few months. The one lady was 10 months. Or the one guy was 10 months. And he was talking about that like it was the longest time. He's like, I've been surviving in this van for 10 months now. And I was like, what, dude? You're just getting started. What are you talking about? You're hardly getting used to things yet. You haven't even adjusted to living in the van yet. But hearing them talk about being in the van for like measuring it by months and acting like that is like this crazy long feat. I was like, shit, am I crazy for being in the van for 5 years? Do I need a home base more than I like even know I do? Maybe. Small chance. There is one place in Iowa that I'm still considering looking into. It's rough. It's a total crap hole. Oh, that's so sweet, Jackie. Yeah, Cassie will lay right on top of me too. Great weighted blanket. I took a road trip from Oregon to Dubuque, Iowa. No way. Dude, nice. Yeah, Dubuque was the biggest city to where I grew up. I've been looking in Dubuque a little bit at houses, but I haven't really found anything that really intrigued me too much. It's cool that's right on the river, and I grew up right on the river in a small town, not too far from Dubuque, about an hour from Dubuque. I'd love to be on the river again. It's such a cool thing. It's beautiful, like all year round. The winter is so beautiful with the river like halfway frozen over and the snow on the trees. And then in the fall months when the trees are changing, that's so cool. But I've been looking at Cedar Rapids, Iowa quite a bit because that's where the racetrack is. That's where the only drift track is in Iowa. And it's just a good sized city. It's a good sized city. It's not too big, but it's still got like a couple Walmarts and all the things you might need, Harbor Freight, and all the things a guy could need. Going back in the knee checked out would allow you some time outside the van. Yep. Put some life choices in perspective. Answers will come. Be patient. Listen. Thank you, MP. I was kind of thinking the same. I was definitely thinking the same. It's kind of forcing me to go back to Iowa for a little while, which also would just be a good test run of, like I say, just like testing the waters and feeling like what does it feel like to stay in the Midwest for an extended period of time, which I don't even know anymore. It'd probably be good to test the water on that before I just like commit on buying a house back there and then like, what am I doing? I want to be back in the van. But yeah, I'm pretty well committed to it. I think I'm gonna start heading east within a few days. I might be planning on trying to hurry up to the mountains to make a Thanksgiving meal and film a Thanksgiving video in the mountains in the snow. I think that'd be cool. Possibly like in Tahoe, Truckee area in eastern California in the mountains, northeastern. And then possibly keep heading east through past Utah into Colorado, and then maybe try to find somewhere snowy to stop along I-70 going through Colorado to film a Christmas video. Not totally sure on that, but if I am trying to do that, I'm gonna have to take off within like a couple of days to be able to get a Thanksgiving video filmed, edited, and uploaded on Thanksgiving. That's gonna be a rush. That's gonna be a major rush, but there's a good chance that will be what my travel schedule is looking like in the next few days here. Not totally sure, but we'll see. Just kind of taking it as it comes. I got one brand deal that I'm waiting to get an email from, and hopefully they'll email back, and instead of having a package sent here, I'm in like Sacramento area right now. I have one friend in the area that I've been sending packages to, and I've been here for like over a month now probably, just because it's like I'll have one package sent, it takes a week for that to get delivered, and by the time that package gets delivered, I have another package sent, so it's another week I have to wait. I've just kind of been like on that routine thing for a little bit, so I've just been stuck here waiting for packages for way too long. So I think I should get that brand should get back to me on Monday, and maybe I'll give them my brother's address in Colorado to send that package to, and then I'll just start trucking east, heading back towards Colorado for that. There's another YouTuber, she bought a house with a big backyard, she rented out the house and lived in her van in the background. Silver, what's her name? What's her YouTube name? that's pretty much exactly what I'm trying to do. So the house, I don't talk about it much on stream because it's, I don't know. I'm so scattered. I have no idea what I'm doing. One day I think I'm gonna buy a retired military truck and live in that. The next day I want to like fly to Asia and live there. The next day I want to buy, you know, a cabin out in the woods. I'm all over. I have no idea what I'm doing in life. Midlife crisis vibes for sure. But the one that I have been kind of kicking around for a while is in Iowa. You can find like a 3 to 4 unit building, just like a shitty old single family house built in the early 1900s. Like the one I'm looking at was 1912, I think it was built. Well over 100-year-old house. And it was a single family home, total of 1,800 square feet, and somebody converted it into a 4-unit building. So it's 4 super small apartments in it. And then the thought process would be to live in one of the units and rent the other 3 units out, which you need to live in the building for 1 year to be able to get most loans. It has to be like your residing address. And then possibly just live in the van in the driveway and rent out all 4 units, or rent out all 4 units and like travel in the van. I don't know. That's been the rough thought process, because you can find like that one in particular, they're asking $150,000, but it's rough. It is 10 out of 10 rough. It's barely livable in the current state, in the current moment of how the houses sit in. So, dude, what? Nikki Deventhal is doing that? Wow. I have not kept up with her at all. I follow her on Instagram. To be honest, I don't watch any van life creators. I probably should, to be able to like keep up with trends, and maybe my videos would do better if I did that. Wow, preparing for a winter camping on my land. Plus a new rescue animal. Huh. Wow, dude, she kills it. Her numbers are always so good. She almost has 1 million subscribers and gets 100,000 views per video. Money, 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 money. She's got to be doing pretty well. God dang it, I want that YouTube money. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like she has a background in, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Nikki. She was a NFL cheerleader for maybe the Cowboys or some NFL team. So that kind of like, you know, that explains her personality a bit. Not like, I don't think performative is the word, but like, I don't know. Just like in all of her videos being really polished, and she looks really good in them and is sharing a lot of the good sides of the van life, making it look well. Which I get that too. Nobody like wants to watch negative content, and nobody wants to share negative content. It's the same way as like in real life. If you go buy a new car, or you know, you buy a new house, or you do anything, you get a new promotion or a new job, like it's easier to like share those good things in life, and you want to share those more than like if something doesn't work out. You know, like if you have a new girlfriend, you're much more likely to make like an Instagram post or take her to your friend's house or your parents' house and be like, look at my new girlfriend, this is awesome. Girlfriend dumped me or whatever, you know what I mean? So I do get that, the natural aspect of like how van life's over glorified. As humans, we don't like to share bad things. And as humans, we don't really, well, I was about to say as humans, we don't like to watch bad things, but that's totally not true. The only videos I've done well on my channel are videos of things that went wrong. My only videos that do well are when things aren't going well, which is ironic. I need to make more videos of me having issues. Low key. That would be a smart thing to do. That's interesting though. I didn't know that she was doing that at all, that she bought a house to rent out. My biggest fear right now is I've been seeing a lot of videos and posts about supposedly the housing market right now, for the first time in a very long time, is starting to cool down. And it might be the first hints at a crash, or not a crash, but like, you know, things aren't just progressively, you can't just buy a house and expect it to be worth more in the next few years. So it's really scary to me after like having no commitment at all, living in the van for 5 years, to then like sign a 30-year mortgage with intentions of renting the house out and like running the numbers off of what my mortgage costs and average rent in the area. And then the housing market tanks and suddenly rent gets cut in half, but I'm still paying the same mortgage for a house that's worth less and my rent is less. So now like it doesn't even cover the mortgage. It's like spooky scary. Right, yeah, definitely beef, yeah. She definitely is just like very well put together in general. And I think that she's not even necessarily faking that. Nikki gives me the vibe that she like actually has her shit together. She's a little bit older than me, and just seems like, I mean, she like pays her taxes on time and shit, I would assume. Is a good way to sum it up. Which is cool. I hope someday I can be that point. Which I think that she is a good bit older than the average van life creator. I have no idea if that's true, but I would assume that she's like low 30s or mid 30s or something. So I believe that also she kind of has her shit together. My favorites when we found Cassie. Thank you, Terry. You know, I'll be going through Grand Junction again, where I found Cassie at, on the way back through as I'm heading back east to my parents in Iowa. And that makes me wonder if maybe I should film a better video. I wanted to so bad when I filmed that video telling Cassie's story. I wanted to like reenact, man, talking about like acting. Speaking of like acting and faking a video, I wanted to like directly reenact what happened when I found Cassie. Not me, just like struggling to get the right camera angle here. And I wanted to get the exact clip. The one clip that I had in mind was on the road right where I found Cassie. I was leaving a campsite. Oh damn, I have a mountain bike. I just have a blown knee. I could push it and carry my mountain bike up the mountain with a torn meniscus and get a couple of clips of riding my mountain bike in the same spots I rode the night before finding Cassie to really show the story. Oh, that'd be so cool. But I took off leaving camp and I was driving down the road heading back into town, and I could see off in the distance this hound dog just limping down the middle of the road, drifting down the road. She's kind of running sideways with a weird limp going on. And I'll never forget, I have one crappy picture on my phone that like when she was like a few football fields away, I pulled out, took a picture, a blurry picture of this dog limping down the road running right at me. And when I filmed the video of Cassie's story, I really wanted to get that clip for the video, but to be honest, mainly for me, just like to lock that memory in forever for the rest of my life. It is so cool. Cassie is crazy. The story behind finding that dog is unbelievable. But I have been working on training with Cassie a lot leading up to them. Really hoping I'd have her trained enough to where I could trust her off leash to refilm that clip and not be afraid that I was so terrified the idea of letting her off leash where I lost her and losing Cassie in the same spot that I found her. Like the desert gives and the desert takes back the dog. But now Cassie is off leash capable. We have so much time and energy into training that now I could trust Cassie to let her off leash and reenact a few of the clips of her running down the road towards me, and then me getting out of the van and her jumping in the driver's seat. I think that would be cool. I'm going to be going through the same area, and maybe I could do that and I'll retell this story, because that was one of my best videos I ever had. That would be cool. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. It's not as easy as it seems. If they drop interest rate, people buy more. That makes prices way higher than they are now. Interesting. Right, that's a good thought. So like you're saying if I bought a house and the prices on houses did drop and it crashed mildly, that doesn't, like, hopefully that means that in the long run they'll end up spiking right back up anyways because of the crash. More people will start buying houses and then supply and demand kind of thing. Interesting. 35, live in a rig. Oh, shit. I don't have my shit together. I can't decide what I want to do day by day. Beef? I was just talking to my brother about that today. So, dude, it kind of seems like when you're 18, you think, man, by 25 I'll have it figured out, or by 30 I'll have it figured out. And then when you're 30, you think, well, maybe by 35 I'll have it figured out. And then 40, and then 45, and then 50. And before you know it, you're like 60, and you're like, well, shit. I guess I had it as figured out as I needed to the whole time. Just didn't know it. But, dude, I appreciate you saying that, because I feel that. I feel that largely. Nobody knows what the heck we're doing in today's world. I feel like that is one thing that a lot of people in different generations can relate to, is like, they're like, I don't know, what the fuck. Nobody knows what they want to be when they grow up, no matter how grown they are. It's fucking crazy. I was so happy when you put her in the van. Oh, dude, no kidding. That day changed both your lives for the better. Absolutely, MP. Yeah, she's been such a blessing. Speaking of which, should we look at the dog? She's being a little angel right now after terrorizing me for the past hour. She's literally just been picking on me for an hour straight. I should probably put up the window covers, actually. Speaking of, or looking at the back here. Oh, my knee is so cooked. Sucks. Don't ride dirt bikes, kids. Parents, don't buy your kids dirt bikes. I'm just kidding. Dirt bikes have been the best to me. I can't wait to get knee surgery and fix my knee and then go buy another dirt bike right afterwards, to be honest. The thought of getting a new dirt bike is literally keeping me stoked on the idea of living in a van, single-handedly. I kid you not. I want to sell the electric dirt bike that's on the front of the van and replace it with a street-legal KTM 450. And I think that's going to improve quality of life living in the van hugely. Oh. Because then I'll be able to leave the van parked more often. And I'll be able to like go to the grocery store on the bike. And I'll also be able to do like some long distance trips on the bike. So, I don't know. Just like go for like a 3-hour ride or a 2 to 3 hour ride. And I've been wondering about getting one of those dog bags that I could put Cassie in a backpack and take her on a dirt bike ride. And then we'd be able to do like some 6-hour long trips. And like leave the van for a full day, go ride up over a mountain pass. Uh-oh. Somebody's stealing a car out there. Okay. I think we're getting close to being ready to... Oops, should turn that way down. We're getting close to being able to start putting together the pizza here. Oh, that looks good. Just a little bit of brownness on the meat. Oh, maybe a little extra brown on this side. Oh, we're spilling. Making a mess as I do. Making a mess as I do. Also, I know, oops, where's the camera angle? I know a lot of you guys have been wondering where I'm at, and I talk about streaming, and how I have to put time towards streaming instead of editing. If you guys haven't, I don't really push it on this channel at all. I want to keep like separate audiences, kind of. But Dan's Gaming Van is my other YouTube page where I stream almost every single day. We do a lot of sim racing. I know some of you have seen the sim racing rig in the videos and not really understood what it is. And it's super messy right now because we got the generator sitting in there and I got these lights on from an ad. I think I'm going to leave these lights on until I get back home and possibly install them on my parents' TV. These are like backlights, so they like match whatever lighting's on your TV. Super cool. Yeah, I don't have enough cord to stretch the camera over to show it to you guys, but usually I do sim racing, but like I was talking about, I think I tore my meniscus or my ACL in my knee. So I've been chilling on the sim racing lately and just been playing some Minecraft. Occasionally play a BMX game and skateboarding game, depending on what we're feeling for the day. Yeah, that's on the channel Dan's Gaming Van, if you want to see that in action. Feel free to stop by. This pan's kind of dirty. It's clean, but it's not clean enough. A dog's awesome, dude. Beef, she's the best. She is honestly the best. I'm gonna turn 60 and I still don't have it figured out. Terry, I think that's good to hear. I don't know, that's kind of what I've been learning though. It's like, that's kind of the thought process with the idea of buying a house in Iowa to do as a rental property. Is like you get stuck on that feeling of like, I don't know, maybe if I keep saving and maybe next year I'll do better on social media and make more money, so it'll be more realistic to do, and I'll have more of a safety net for if things go wrong. And I just worry that I'll just keep doing that until I'm fucking 35, and I'll think, well, what if I would have just bought one when I was 28 and I first thought about it and I struggled it out, and it's like I at least would have learned whether that is what I want to do or not, or whether it was going to work or not. Because I feel like you never figure it out. Dude, MP, you gotta love autocorrect. Life continues to hand out lessons. I don't really believe that we ever fully figured it out right. Yep. I feel that too. It seems to be further. Every day is like a reminder more and more that, oh wait, do I still have some leftover crusts? I do. Are these still good? Uh-oh, I have a whole bunch of pizza crust all of a sudden. I have 13 pizza crusts. Is there a date on these? I hate when bags don't put a date on. 8, 12, 5, 23, 8. That's not. I mean, how does one tell if a pizza crust is still good or not? It feels kind of squishy. I feel like they're the same texture as the new ones. And it smells like a pizza crust. Ooh, this one's nice and thin. I don't see any mold on it or anything. We're nearing the end of the stream. We're getting close to putting the pizza together and doing the thing here. I appreciate you guys hanging out a lot with me. Been averaging almost 20 viewers the whole stream, which is pretty darn good. And once again, sorry for possibly not having a... Not possibly. There's no way I'll have a video finished by tomorrow for a Sunday upload. So I'm sorry for that, and I appreciate you guys understanding that it's just doesn't work sometimes. Just doesn't work out. What's up, Mystic? We're making some pizza. Getting close to the end of stream. Almost have the pizza all pizzaed up. Gotta pull out the cheese from the fridge. Is there anything else? Why do I feel like I'm missing something right now? Okay. Should we do a little camera angle change? Maybe not. That's not necessarily what we're after. Maybe if we go ultra wide, then it will be. There we go. The sketchy lighting in the background. Howdy, no mold is good, Mia. We're going with it. You're living your dream, Terry. Appreciate it. I do feel that there's an expiration date on the van life dream. And I do feel like mine's starting to come up. I feel like the expiration date's kind of creeping up on me. Maybe it's already past expired, but the same as these pizza crusts, is I don't see any visible mold, so I'm just going to keep eating it anyways, even though it's actually already bad. That could be the case with living in the van. Maybe I passed my expiration date and I don't even know it yet. But we're just going to keep on doing the thing. And that's another thing too, going back to Iowa for surgery. I'll be able to look at that one house in person that I was kind of considering and get a feel for how bad it really is, for the sense of renovations that it would need. And I'll live in the van in the neighborhood for a night or two, which is a crazy, like, benefit of having a van build is like when considering buying a house, I can literally just go live in that neighborhood for a couple of nights. I can park the van across the street and see what the average feeling is of being in that neighborhood before I commit to living in it, whether it's a noisy neighborhood or sketchy, or, you know, just feel out like also be able to like get a feel for like what my daily like routine would be like to go to the grocery store, the nearest grocery store to that house, go to the nearest park and walk Cassie, check out the bike trails. That's kind of another huge perk of being in the van, is I really can like test the waters on an area before I have to commit to it. No worries about the video. Oops. You're on here doing live right now. We get to watch you ready to chow down. That's right. That was kind of why I went live tonight too, is hopefully to make up for the lack of a video tomorrow. At least some sort of activity, so you guys aren't forgetting that I exist. I don't know if that works or not. I feel the same. Been doing van life for 3 years now. I now own an online store. I can't see myself doing it for long. Yeah, Catherine, I totally feel you. Yeah, and that's what 3 years is a long time. That's like I was kind of saying earlier, that I think that this is done. And there are videos from people living in a van. There's 3 different creators ended up on my For You page, and they're all just crashing out about the downsides of van life. 2 of them were like decision paralysis. Just like the constant choices of van life, having to be like, where am I sleeping tonight? Where am I parking today? Where am I getting food? Where am I? All the shit. 2 of them are about that, and those 2 people all 3 of them had been in a van for less than a year. And I was like, shit, dude, am I actually crazy for being in the van for years on end? So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a couple years in a van is like the healthy amount of time. But at the same time, I can't see myself living in a particular place full time either. Like, living in a van, kind of, I'm going to talk about that in one of the next videos that I upload when I got my new mountain bike, is living in the van kind of like corrupts you, because then all much as I do want to settle down somewhere, did you just lick this hot pan? As much as you want to settle down somewhere, you can't even imagine having to settle down somewhere. So it's like, I don't know. That's what has me leaning towards the Midwest, is it's so cheap that I'd be able to continue making money online, and I should be able to survive with a mortgage, especially if I do the rental thing, rental house thing, a multi-unit building. And then on top of that, I'll be able to afford to keep the van, so then I can still do like weekend trip, or not even weekend trips, but multi-week long trips, and just have a home base back in Iowa to resort back to. Which would just give a good break, and it'll have you re-stoked to get in the van. But I don't know, it's tough. Cassie's ready to make her pizza. Cassie's ready to mow mine down. Do we give Cassie some cheese tacks? A little bit of cheese tacks for the dog. Okay, there we go. The pizza is crafted. Light cheese, thin crust, just how I like it. Extra meat. Just give you guys a little close-up of the pizza. Look at this heckin' dog. She's like, I'd really like a piece of that, human. I really wouldn't mind if I got a heckin' piece of that, if you don't mind. Let's go like this. Uh-oh, trapped underneath the cord. But doing the stovetop pizza, so we're just gonna slide. Let's see here. Slide this over here. Please don't mess this up. Perfect. It's a little risky. Throw it on the stove. Put it on low. Put the lid on it, and then just let that go. Yo, what's up, FM? Dude, one of my first ever consistent subscribers and viewers on YouTube from like 10 years ago, Mr. FM in the chat. We might be doing some I might be playing BMX Streets on Dan's Gaming Van channel tonight. I might stream some BMX Streets tonight, dude. Maybe not, though. I'm kind of hooked on Minecraft right now. I'm deep in the rabbit hole of Minecraft in the current moment. I'm like straight up addicted to Minecraft. Okay. Okay, go on up. Go on up. Howdy, Dan. What's up, Tony? Good to see you, beautiful Cassie. Thank you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Yep, she's being a bit of a bugger now that the pizza is about done. I gave her a little bit of cheese. So now she's feeling like she deserves some cheese. Oh, what the heck's going on around here? But yeah, the stream's almost over. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us while we're making some dinner. Got the pizza all made. The dog is getting a little riled up about it. Oh, you big heckin' dog. It was a pretty chill time. We might be playing some games on the gaming channel later this evening. Let's take that noisy collar off of you. Yeah, you're wringling and jingling around. Well, we'll wait just a moment longer to get the pizza actually done to show you guys the final product. Where'd I put the Parmesan cheese at? What'd you do with the Parmesan cheese, you big dog? Cassie's like, I didn't heckin' do it. There it is. Perfecto. And then we also need the red chili peppers. That is essential to having some pizza. Whoa. The cabinets are all such a mess. Everything in the van is plump full, so messy, so disorganized. I'm kind of just riding it out, waiting to be able to get to my next destination. And I'll deal with going through and organizing everything there. Although I should probably do it when it's still warm, when I'm in a warm climate. Shoot. What do you want? You don't get any Parmesan cheese. I know, it smells good though, doesn't it? I sure does. It sniffs really good. Yes. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been a pretty good stream. Just about done. We're just gonna be waiting for that pizza to finish up. I'll show you guys it once it's got the cheese all melted on it. We put some Parmesan, and then we'll cut the stream to be able to just probably gonna chill and watch some YouTube on the laptop or on my iPad and hang out. I want to open this up and look at it, but we're not gonna. Doing some stealth camping. We're just in the parking lot tonight. Oh, windows are fogged over. There's one other camper over there, and then usually a big old school bus pulls up and parks on the other side of the lot every night over here too. Cassie's like, what are you pointing the camera at? Very early on, Cassie learned that if I point the camera out the window, she wants to know what's out there. Because when we were camping out in Colorado, there was always bears, moose, even like some small critters. That would be like foxes and things like that. And anytime one was outside, first thing I would do is grab the camera and point the camera out the window. So Cassie learned if that camera gets aimed out the window, she's got to check in on it. Huh. Big yawn. What's good, Captain? How's it going? Catherine, I do. Yeah, I stream pretty much daily. Oh, you got your toy? You got your heckin' toys? I stream pretty much daily on Dan's Gaming Van. On Dan's Gaming Van YouTube and TikTok. What do you want? Which has been consuming most of my power and time. Just because it grows the pages so much better than making videos for this channel. And that's why it's tough to keep up with my Sunday uploads on this channel. What the heck you doing? But yeah, we've still been playing some games. Catherine, how long have you been in the van? Or you said 3 years? Where are you at in the van? If you don't mind just saying. East Coast, West Coast? Terry, thank you. Oh, nice. Flagstaff. Yeah, I'm hoping to get out there soon. I was planning on getting to Arizona again this winter, but obviously bailing out on that. Captain's sick, man. Good to hear. Yeah, we're doing pretty good too. We've been chilling. Just been contemplating what the heck to do with life, where to travel next, and I think I finally got a game plan. Head back to Iowa, back to the Midwest, get my knee fixed up. Check out a house or two in Iowa while I'm there, just to feel that out in person. Oh, you heckin' itchy dog. Am I hitting the heckin' spot? Okay, that's enough of that. Crazy dog. Let's see how this is looking. Oh, flippy floppy ears. Oh, that's it. That's all she wrote. Let's grab a plate. Throw some Parmesan on it. Yeah, I've been playing some games. I stream it on the Dan's Gaming Van, YouTube and TikTok. And I post kind of like daily stories and shit post on Instagram, Dan's Gaming Van. That's like my main tag. This is low-key my alt. The Dan's Van Life is like my alt pages. Okay, so what am I doing? Is this clean? I hope this is clean. See if we can finagle this pizza out of the pan. Ooh, the crust looks kind of soft still. That's okay. Better soft than burnt. And then let's... Oop, wrong side. A little bit of Parmesan on it. Can you see that? Oh, wow. That looks good. Just a little bit. It says just a little bit, just covers the pizza in Parmesan. And then some good old crushed red peppers. Once again, just a little bit. Add a little bit of spice, nothing too crazy. And once again, just covers the pizza after saying a little bit. That's about it. That is nearly the end of the stream. See, I don't know if you guys can see that. This camera doesn't do very well at focusing to things up close. But that's pretty much it. That's the whole deal right there. I guess we could go like, oops. Do this. I might show it a little better. It's a good homemade pizza. I mean, homemade, kinda. I don't know. Not homemade crust, so that's kind of cheating. And then let's go like this, cut it. And that is the end of the stream. I appreciate you guys pulling up and hanging out with us tonight. Doing a little bit. Good job on the pizza. Thank you, Jason. Dude, it turned out good. Jason, what's good, man? Oh, Williams, Arizona. I haven't heard of that. Graduate in Flagstaff. Sick. I was in Colorado Springs. Oh, shoot. That's right where I'm heading out to. I'm heading to Castle Rock. Kind of in between Denver and Colorado Springs. You're wanting to get into a house? I'm wanting to get into a van. Isn't that funny how that works, Captain? Isn't that funny how that works? People tell me all the time, you're living the dream. And I think like, well, you guys are also kind of living my dream. Just like having a house and some stability. Which, don't get me wrong, dude. Definitely buy a van. Do the van. I've just been in it for 5 years. Once again, I've hit the expiration date for living in a van. I've done it long enough. Little space, not too crazy. Shakes it 15 times. Yep, that was a little bit overkill. Got hungry watching. Went and cooked some stir fry. Oh, nice. What? I don't know if I've ever made stir fry. I need to do that. I'm going to add that to the list. I'm going to add that to the list for sure. Oh, just made it to Dallas, Texas. Nice, Catherine. I might be doing Texas this winter for the first time. Just since... Oh, my phone's at 1%. Just since I'm going to be going to Iowa. Texas will be the closest place to Iowa for me to go somewhere warm, for me to bail out of the winter and just find some warmth. We'll just be going straight south from Iowa will take me into Texas. So there's a chance that I'll do Texas this winter for the first time, depending on how knee surgery and recovery goes, how fast it is. Nah, Jason, appreciate you pulling up. Kat, I hope you have a good night too. I appreciate you hanging out. 5 years, day after day is a bit. Yeah, totally, man. Really? You always do Texas? I still haven't done it. If you end up in Texas, hit me up, bet. Yeah, if you guys don't have me on Instagram and you're on Instagram, definitely grab me on there. Dan's Gaming Van on Instagram. And that's like kind of what I use to like actually post in real time and also communicate with people. Everything else is so far behind because I'm like just backed up on videos and editing and everything. And YouTube took away their direct messaging feature like years ago, which is so silly in my opinion. But yeah, definitely. There's a chance I'll end up down there. Weather's amazing. I've seen that. North Carolina winters aren't bad. I've seen that too. That's why I was looking at houses out that way a little bit. Yeah, Thanksgiving is coming up Thursday. I know. I'm still contemplating like not tomorrow, but the next day, maybe buying a bunch of stuff to do a Thanksgiving video, cook a whole Thanksgiving meal, drive to the mountains and cook a Thanksgiving dinner out in the mountains somewhere. I know, you look like you want to eat that. But we'll see. I don't know. That'll be a rush. That'll be a huge rush to film that, drive out, film it, and then edit and post it all in time. I know you, big dog. Enjoy the dinner. Thank you, MP. Yep, there's the Pats. Bet, Captain. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what to think. I might end up going east this summer for the first time ever. After being in Iowa. I'm already halfway there. Sniff, sniff. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. I think we're ending it. I think this is the end. We're going to watch some YouTube and hang out. The dog is just begging for a piece of pizza. Doing everything to contain herself. But I appreciate you guys chilling. It was a cool stream. Sorry, no post tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get it finished by Sunday, like next Sunday. Maybe I'll just upload it at some random time throughout the week. Not totally sure. Catherine, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Captain. Jason, thank you very much. She's working if you're good. Yeah, dude, absolutely. They're just staring at me. She's like, Dad, you know I heckin' love pizza. She's like, I like cheese, I like turkey, I like everything on there. Maybe you'll get a little bit, Cassie, since you're the dog. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe do another live stream in the next few days. I might use some of this leftover pizza meat to make a like a goulash sort of thing, or like pizza noodles or something. So we'll see. Maybe I'll stream that in a few days here. If I don't see you, have a good Thanksgiving. Or for Thanksgiving, have a good one. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, same to you. I guess, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I think I'll go live before then. And maybe I'll get a video done for Thanksgiving. Oh, you're so cute. But we'll just have to see. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know without. But yeah, thank you guys for pulling up. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have some good food as well. And appreciate all the support. We will see you in the next stream or in the next video whenever that happens. Pizza has been made. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy, but it does look pretty good. Definitely not. Oh, where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. Definitely not too bad. The dog thinks it looks perfect. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you, Jason. Same to you, man. MP, thank you. Same to you. We'll see you guys possibly in a few days on a live stream. Or maybe next Sunday we'll drop the video. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram if you guys want to keep up with like the real-time travels. Dan's Gaming Van. Shoot me a message. Check out the more frequent story posts. Or Dan's Gaming Van YouTube is where we live stream games. I might be playing some Minecraft, just hanging out in the van playing games on Dan's Gaming Van later tonight. So, possibly see you guys there. If not, have a good one. Be safe.